Ugh. I can probably put this back on. Um. See, that just doesn't work the way it doesn't work the way you think it does, and I really just don't like. It kind of pisses me off because it's not gonna. It's okay. How delayed is this? 1, 2, because it's not 3, gonna 4. It's okay. 5. How delayed is this? 6. 1. That's like a 6 second. That's fine. That's fine. I guess that's okay. That's okay. Maybe I'm delayed. Maybe I'm the one living in the past. I'm gonna be real. If Twitch is black, we're gonna have a moderate issue. We're gonna have a moderate minor issue. Good morning. Up elite. Twitch is black. What a great God. What a phenomenal. What a fantastic, sensational. Because you know it's not. Because you know it's not to win your rivals games. I know it's hard, but you have to stop looking at Rogue's butt. God, I should get back on Gunner Rivals. It's pure black. It's just like the whole thing is it's just pure black. The whole thing is it's not. It's just yeah, dude. It's just like it's just black, and it's like not gonna stop being black, and it's always gonna be black for. It's just God, dude. Like why though? Like this is only an issue with this. This is only an issue with this. It's only an issue with this, and all my balls are itchy. Ooh. Okay, well, guys, something good happened today. Something really good happened today. He's free. He's he's out. They freed him. You know. This is honestly a really big day because Fetty Wap. I've said this several times. Fetty Wap is the greatest musician of our generation, right? Just as a whole. I mean, Fetty really, he's number one. He's number one. So the fact that he's back is really just, it's good. It's good. We needed this. And I think this is a good way. This is just a good way to, just start 2026. I'm going to be real. It started kind of rocky, right? It started kind of rocky. But the fact that Fetty Wap is back is just, it's all I need. This is going to piss me off. This is going to piss me off so much. I can't even fix this. Do I restart just to fix this? I'm not going to do that because that'd be irresponsible. That'd be horribly irresponsible of me. Unless I can. I just don't get why it does that. I don't know. Have you guys played D2 at all this week? I haven't. Okay, this is what I think the plan is. We're gonna, what's it called? I'm gonna beat Night 6 on FNAF 2. I want to beat Night 6. But I think, what's it called? We're gonna take like a little break before I want to play. No, because I gotta get a duty bound. I'm doing the Vanguard ops tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm getting a duty bound. This is like dude, but there's wait, can I? This is pissing me off. How? But how? How? Guys, this isn't, and this is gonna piss me off too, and this is gonna piss me off too, and this is gonna piss me off too. This is gonna... Look, I know what to do to fix it. The issue is if I fix it, it's gonna get ugly, right? It's gonna be ugly if I fix it. So I don't want to... Restream. Twitch is black. Let's just Google that. Let's just Google that. Let's just Google that. Doesn't answer my question. Doesn't answer my question right there. So I'm just not cool enough. If this is real, it's just because I'm not cool enough. That's just what this is. Because I don't have enough motion. That's just what this is. I don't have enough motion. Let's read this. I'm not cool enough. Keep scrolling. So I don't have motion like that. Like, do I... Like, I don't want to reset, though. I don't want to restart it, though. But I may have to restart. Like, the problem is, because I have this in the... Like, I know what the issue is. I know what the problem is. I just don't know if I want to fix it, right? I just don't... Bro, I'd have to restart. No one's on Twitch. I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. If they do, they get, like, cool little FNAF. It doesn't matter. I say we play FNAF 2 for, like, 40 minutes. And then, you know what? Tonight we're playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Guys, great news. Great news for the Dokkan Battlers. They're revamping all the Red Zone stages. Why is this here? Nope. There we go. They're revamping all the Red Zone stages. Yep. Yes, they are. Ooh, okay. I think I could beat this first night easy. I think easy first night I could beat this. And then we move on to bigger and better things. And the FNAF 2 we'll play maybe next week. Hello.
What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while.
It's closed down?
We had a spare in the back.
What the hell did I just click? I don't know what I just clicked.
Right. Listen,
I clicked something. Don't know what that was.
Trying to leave in the middle of the night.
Here's the thing. Do I care about night... Oh, Balloon Boy. I don't know if I care about night 6, though. Or night 7. I'm gonna be real. After, like, attempting... I know FNAF 1's, like, a different game.
When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take a night shift myself. Okay, good night.
It's good, Mud. Watch this. Nope. Okay, no Balloon Boy. Boo, 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 boo. That was slow. I think I'm dead. That was slow. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, we're doing a phone. Mangle's here? Okay, that's cool. Okay, Balloon Boy's in the vents. So there's Freddy. Okay, well. That was slow. 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 Yeah, that was slow. Yeah, that was slow. Yeah, that was slow. That was slow. Well, I think it's about time that we start. I think it's about time that I think it's about time we start on this. Last time this happened, I remember it was Portal 2 and my mouth went numb. Let's start with about, how many? What night is it? Night 6? We'll have 4. Ooh, vanilla. Never mind that mint. Okay. I can feel it in my gums. Oh, come on. Got 4 Tic Tacs in right now. You know, that was good. That was a good one. That was a decent one, I'd say. You know, is Scott Cawthon a visionary? I mean, he did kind of predict 6-7. And that's not something we could just forget. I mean, he made... I mean, I'm gonna be real. The numbers 6 and 7 had no motion until he showed up in the picture. Let's go, Twins. Ba-dow. Oh. Okay, the little retard boys there. We could all play Stanley Parable tonight. Yeah, that was the most easy read ever of all time. Not even hard. That was low. I didn't think Freddy was gonna be there. What? I'm sorry, excuse me? Excuse me. Are we... Dude, I swear to God, Foxy just doesn't work sometimes. I swear to God, Foxy just doesn't... Sometimes Foxy breaks, because I mean, how many times do you have to flash somebody? I mean, I showed him everything, right? Okay, bad seed, I guess. Bad seed. So, guys, what'd you do today, huh? Anything cool? I made pizza dough. Actually, one of the pizza doughs was really good. The other one came out terribly, so that's cool. Who moved where? Okay, what's up? The evil twins are here. The evil twins. Jared Mangle. Yeah, easiest read ever. Easiest read ever. I went to the wrong. Dude, I flicked down on the wrong one, man. Oh, Foxy got me. Dude, I flicked down on the wrong one, man. Oh. This was intentional, actually. Ah, yes. Give them gifts. You get a gift? And you get a gift? And you get a gift? And you get a gift? Oh, and you get another gift? Chica. Bonnie. Speaking of Bonnie, I think Lowbro's finally scared of me. Neither Bonnie's really done a lot. Actually, withered Bonnie. Foxy. Freddy. Oh. Getting very loud. You know, you never think about how loud FNAF is until it's just like it's in your ears and you're like, whoa! Okay, come on. Okay, lock in. God, dude, is anyone else? Okay. I think this is just like a me issue because there's something like deeply wrong with me. Does anyone else like eat dinner and then after dinner you get like a fake hunger? Like, I just ate dinner. I'm not hungry right now, but I feel like I'm starving, but it's gonna go away in like 10 minutes. It's like phantom hunger. Does anyone else get that or no? Is this just like a me issue? I don't really know. Oh, okay. I don't really know what's going on, but like this happens all the time. Honk. All right. Well, rude toy boys in the vent. Dude, I'm legit flashing Foxy, dude. I guess I'm not okay, is it just like I have to flash every time before I close? Because I guess I wasn't doing that there, I guess. Like, I guess, but I don't, dude, I don't know. Because every single time I put the mask up, just flash. Swear to God, Foxy just doesn't work, though. Okay. Konnichiwa, Mangle. What's up? God, no one's in the vents. Because that'd be terrible. What's up? Is Bonnie in the vents? No, Bonnie probably close, though. Oh, Bonnie and Chica. Wow, it's like a party. Where did Freddy even come from? Like, where did Freddy even come from, though, for real? No, like, I mean, whatever you want to consider good. This is better than FNAF 1. I called you Lego Man again. Jesus Christ, man, child. Am I fault? Like, what? Do I have schizophrenia? What's wrong with me? It's literally, it's the man part, and you're both from England. Well, you're from Scotland. The cooler place, if we're being real. That was so slow. I'm dead. Yeah, dude, I had to do that. I had to rush. I didn't get enough. Ah, dude. So, manchild, you just show up. You just show up and I die. You just show up and see, this is ridiculous. This is. Look, you literally got me all nervous, dude. Literally got me all nervous for what? Literally, and look, then I died because of it. Even better. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Also, I mean, no royal family, kind of a W. That's a good noise. No royal family, kind of a W. Okay, my manchild, we gotta lock in. You're right, I should have more Tic Tacs. I had 4 already. 4 more. Oh. I love how they taste like vanilla instantly, but then it turns into minty freshness. Mom, let go. Gotta use both hands, I forgot. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so no Foxy. Who in the vents, though? Oh, man, child, I bought the first, like... I own, like, all the... I bought the first 5. We're gonna play everything up to Sister Location. And then probably Pizzeria Simulator. Probably. New Vegas 1. I played New Vegas that one time during the Crackhead arc. What's up, Freddy? That was so slow. Yeah, that was so slow. Dude, that was so slow. That was so astronomically slow. That was so unbelievably slow. Like, words can't even describe how slow that was. Dude, New Vegas? I don't know. I think New Vegas... Like, I want to like New Vegas. I really do. It's just... Listen... Listen, man-child. Listen, man-child. There's a lot going on here. The Resident Evil 4? No. What's the... Have I played any Resident Evils? I think I played... Actually, that's a good question right there. You know, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm getting good with it. Yeah, I'm getting fluid with it. What's up? I feel like games were better back then, you know? still hearing nothing in the vents. Okay. Little idiot's gone. That was good. That wasn't slow. That wasn't that slow. Dude, I'm flashing Foxy, dude. Am I crazy or is Foxy just not broken? Like, I swear. No, 4 got a remake, right? Yeah, no, wait, no. Yeah, no, 4 did. Which is the one where they're just in Africa? Is that 5? That's 5. 5 didn't get remade. They remade 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. I think I was gonna play 4 because it may have been free with a Game Pass. But then I lost my Game Pass, so you know. Yeah, the OG, I don't know. Realistically speaking, if I were to play, I'd play the remake. Because we know how I am. Well, that was a little flare. Okay, Bonnie's here, cool. Did you get it for Christmas? That's kind of a fire Christmas pickup. Because of Freddy's here. I knew it. I literally knew it. Literally knew it. That's so hype. My, nah, that ended. How does Foxy? How does Foxy work? How does Foxy work? FNAF. I'm actually confused. I'm unironically confused. Like I feel like I'm adequate. Like I feel like I'm adequately Like, I'm adequately... What do I plan on buying? Lego Man. Look up the Ninjago 15th. I called you Lego Man again. Jesus Christ. Well, that's because I'm talking about Legos, man, child. Look at the Ninjago 15th anniversary. Kensendo gift? What do you mean? Are you Balloon Boy? Dude, I'm actually so confused why Foxy's... Like, I'm flashing Foxy. I'm showing him everything. I'm, like, picking up the coat going, Foxy! Like, he's still jumping. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm, like, flashing the hell out of bro, and he's still just jumping me. This is pissing me off. Also has to be more aggressive with the flashes. Okay, he's here now. Yeah, okay. Go home, Foxy. Go home. Go home, Foxy. Go home, Foxy. You don't belong here. Okay, he's gone. Or someone's just pulling up. I'm assuming someone actually really... Someone's pulling up. Guarantee. Bonnie in the hallway. No. Bonnie in the hallway. And Freddy's here. Okay. Freddy's gonna touch me. Yep, that was so slow. You know, man, child, you don't have to give me anything. Your presence is enough, you know? My flashlight, I'm already at half. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, it's over. Oh, we're cooked. Maybe that's a good thing. I'm flashing. I'm restarting the game. I don't know what's... I'm restarting the game. Foxy did not do this. He did not do... I'm restarting the game. He did not do... Like, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Hello? What on earth are you doing there?
Isn't that your car?
Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift.
Dude, 3 liters is like, I don't know how much is in a liter. I was about to start talking, I don't know what's in a liter.
Okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take the night shift myself. Okay, good night, and good luck.
Yeah, honestly, just like drop an air tag in like the gas tank. That'll definitely work. That was so slow.
Hello.
That may have been too slow. Why was Golden Freddy here? Any particular reason? We know why he was there? Okay, Toy Freddy's here. Alright, what's up, Toy Freddy? Are we for real? Like, are we like this is like, I okay, come on, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. It's been about half an hour. It's been half an hour of FNAF. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, man, child. That was me. And honestly, I wish it kind of stayed that way. There's Mangle's in here. Honk honk. I'll play Foxy's here. And Bonnie. Wow, the two of them. The Goon Squad. Shout out the Goon Squad. Okay, so no one's in the vent, which is good. should have flashed first. I should have flashed first. I think okay, if I see them in the vent, I guess do they only jump me when I don't know. I guess I should flash first. I feel like it's camera down, then flash, even though I am flashing Foxy, but whatever. It's just I guess camera down, then flash. Camera down, then flash, then I guess we're good. And we're spamming emojis, hooray. Okay, Bonnie, who cares? Dude, my flashlight, I feel like I'm, oh my god, dude. One more try, and I'm never playing this game mode for the rest of the week. Okay, no, that's enough. We'll try again tomorrow, probably. Come on, okay, come on, come on. One more, baby, come on, baby, let's go, baby, come on, baby, one more. I have nothing to prove. I beat all 5 nights. This is an extra bonus. This, I gain nothing from this. I don't have to beat this, nor do I want to, but let's just, you know. No, man, child, not like a truck. I'm talking like... I guess it would be like a big car. It would be like a big car, you know? Not like a truck. A truck would be crazy. I'm just talking about like a... You know, just a big car. 4 doors. Okay, so Balloon Boy's in the vent. What the be what that's called? Balloon Boy's not in the vent. Balloon Boy was not in the vent. What's up, Bonnie? What's good, bud? Because Foxy's gonna kill me? I'm assuming Foxy's just gonna jump at me. Ready. Ready. Nope. Well, yeah, because the mask, what's it called? The mask works on literally everybody except for Foxy. And Foxy's back. All right. That was really slow. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Man, shall be real. Do I quit now? Or give it one more try and then we play Stanley Parable probably for like an hour? Is that what we do? Or we play Stanley Parable now? I really do play Ashes too. One more run. One more run. One more run. One more run. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. Come on, I'm ready. Man, child, look at me then. Oh, dude. No. I wish. I also, to be fair, I haven't tried. No. To be fair, I also kind of just haven't tried. It's not like I'm actively, like, you know. I've just kind of been, you know, like, vibing. Yeah, bro, we're not doing this, bro. Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not, dude. Yeah, we're just not, dude. I don't care, dude. Like, I don't care. Even a little bit, I don't care. Like, at all. We're not, dude. Like, I don't know what you think is happening, but it isn't. Like, we're not. I'm not even on Twitch. No, I am, because Twitch is still broken. But it's still black screen, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't. I could see flowers working. It's 8:06. Hang on. Oh. Thank God I'm somewhat of a master cooker. A master baker, if you will. So the clock. Oh. They just leave the. Oh. Yeah, I am setting the clock. Care about the spirit. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Game. My favorite time? Okay, well, I have to set the clock to my favorite time. Okay, well, wait a minute. I have to set. I have to. We got to do my favorite time. We have to. What would my favorite time be, though? I also don't know why I closed that. What would my favorite time be? Crows. Where's the FNAF 2? The screen is. I don't actually. Can you hear me? Could you hear me? Everly, if you could hear me, I don't know what's actually I know what's going on. You're gonna have to come to YouTube. I know it's tragic. Also, FNAF 2 is over. Stanley Parable just started. I know tragic. Black screen and FNAF is over. It's I don't know why. Like I don't know what's going on. Like the black screen. It's like is it a black screen or is it laggy? Like what's happening? I don't really. I'm assuming it's like it's both or it's fine. If it'd be so fire if it's just like that for me. Now, I'm gonna be real. There's only so much Foxy someone could take. You understand. You understand. You know. I mean, Foxy, it's just a black screen. Yeah, I knew it. I don't really know why, like, because it wasn't doing that, and then it was, right? And that's the issue. That's the problem. It's okay, you know. Maybe tomorrow I'll calm down. There's just, Foxy only does so much. Foxy only does, like, there's only so much Foxy I could take, and let's make it 2:22. You know what? You get to pick a time. What's a good time? Just, like, what's like a good time? You get to pick a good time. Manchild, what if you just get another Manchild? If you just get another car, the hose will. Manchild, you just got to get another car and then just paint it black, and then everything will look good. 334. That's a good time. That's a good time. Yeah, I really wish. I really wish. You could see what's happening. Unless you'd have to go to YouTube, but it's tragic. I imagine you only cared about FNAF 2. 334. Your favorite time of the day. I'm gonna narrate for you as long as you're here. Or could you simply not just give me the correct time? No, I told you my favorite time. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Well, I do like the time. I'm curious. It's not. It's inaccurate. I'd say it's like this inaccurate. I'm gonna give it like a fourth. It's inaccurate. Isn't black? I feel like the black car's at aura. I could just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, might be a great time. I am too. We said it's good to collect it. It's great to collect data. Wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. That's curses. Perhaps I can invent some sliders to gather new data on you. Oh, new sliders? Whip them up. But if we boot up the game, I feel like I should get the sliders now, should I not? I feel like I should get the sliders now. Like, this is important what we're doing right now. This is important, getting all the sliders. This is important. I'm really here just for the sliders. Very, it's like that's barely visible. Till the dog and the cat are friends. Look at that. Look at that. They're having so much fun. Till the number 5 becomes a number 9. Oh, smiley face. Paper. Whatever the hand is, the gay hand, a flag. Is that 10? That's 10. A filing cabinet. Yeah, a plane. A computer. A bell. A 9. Have you seen the trend of people putting bits of metal on their knees? No, but I did see these two Indian guys defy gravity and then fall at least like 10 feet to the ground. Oh, yeah. Which of the two made-up words are most appealing to you? Manchal, what you thinking? Everly, you still here? What are we thinking? Acuboinkle or Scrumtush? Acuboinkle could kind of. I feel like I feel like Acuboinkle. Acuboinkle. Mm, Manchal, what we thinking? See, Scrumtush. This just sounds like a British word. This just sounds British. You know, that just sounds British. Acuboinkle. Acuboinkle sounds. Hmm. I feel like Acuboinkle, right? Scrumtush rolls off the tongue, but Acuboinkle doesn't? Every made up word sounds British. That is true. Are you actually just sitting here watching it in silence? And that's so fire that you're just sitting here watching the black screen. That's so sick. Honestly, that's a power move. Just not coming over to YouTube because you have no idea you have no idea. This is all your imagination, right? You have no idea what I'm even looking at right now. I have to go Acuboinkle. I have to go Acuboinkle. I have to go Acuboinkle. Acuboinkle is too long, but I feel like it's just the right size, honestly. I think it is, personally. I think Acuboinkle is that's a good because okay, think about it. Acu. Acu, right? Like that's like Scrumtush is boring because Scrumtush sounds like scrumptious. What does Acuboinkle sound like? Acuboinkle. That's also just a fun word to say because boink, it's smack dab in the middle, right? Like Scrumtush is Scrumtush. Scrumtush. That's only two syllables. Acuboinkle. That's 4 syllables. And the boink is such a powerful. We're doing Acuboinkle. I don't even know. Please don't adjust the slider. I'll do what he says, I guess. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes, I do know what time it is right now. Is the time that is right now the correct time? I would say that 8:13 p.m. Friday, January 9th, 2026. I'd say that's the correct time. I mean, we all know the world runs off Eastern Standard Time, so I'd say yeah, this is the correct time. What time is it anyway? I mean, that's what is time, right? A figment. I mean, let's be real. People didn't have time for million. Do you think a monkey knows what time it is? You ever see those like? You ever just like go outside and see like a bird and just be like, that bird doesn't know. That bird has no idea that Martin Luther King died. That car. No, I guess the bird knows about cars. You ever think about how like pets just kind of like lived. Like I was thinking about this, like dogs just kind of lived and died in the 70s. Do you know what I'm saying? They have a general idea. I don't think that birds have a general idea that Martin Luther King died. I don't think so. What time is yeah, but they don't like know though. Like they just know, sun's up, I'm hungry. Like they don't know. Like a bird doesn't know that it's like 3:30. You think a bird knows what Tuesday is? No, a bird just knows it's the morning. As far as I'm aware, I don't think birds have a concept of dates, and you can't prove otherwise. That's what I think. That's what I think personally. Me? That's what I think. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? I mean, yeah, you haven't asked me that much. Of course, there's a lot you haven't. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Help? Sure. We come back to visit me? Of course, big dog. We still, unless I finish every ending today, which I highly doubt. I mean, of course, it's Stanley Parable. I mean, of course, I'm coming back. Question is, do I reset the game one more? No, we're gonna play the game. We're gonna play the game. We're gonna play the game. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Well, actually, no. It's kind of fire because this
This
does.
is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Everly, are you still imagining all this?
Employee number 427.
See, this is a good game to imagine because there's a narrator. He tells you everything you need to know.
427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him
Yes,
what
that's just
buttons
so
to
fire.
push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day
Of the year.
month,
Every
of
month.
year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I don't like relish.
Though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
I'm gonna be
was
real.
happy.
I don't. Do we really be putting stuff on hot dogs?
And then
Like
one
for
day,
real?
something very
Nope.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
What?
Something he would never quite forget.
What?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor
It's
for him
ridiculous.
to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
Really?
at the company had this happened.
I don't know, man, child.
This
That's kind of fire, though.
complete Isolation.
Just sitting in a
Something
room
was
with a
very
camera
clearly
pointed at, like, 'cause
wrong.
imagine that, right?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
I feel like I
But
would
as he
stare
came
at the
to his
camera and
wits
make funny
regained
faces.
His senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Quit the game and start it again. Wow. Okay, so we did basically. Okay, no.
All of his co-workers were
We're
gone.
gone. What could it mean?
mean?
Okay, we got
Stanley decided
all
to
of
go
the
to
base.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I really want to try and get the heaven ending. I just don't know where to find these computers, and I don't know if I want to, like, new content. Like, I just don't know where we would go for the rest of the computers. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Okay. I'm walking through this. I'm
No
walking
matter
through
how
this.
hard Stanley looked, he
Couldn't find a
couldn't
trace of anyone.
trace
Couldn't find a
his
trace of anyone.
co-workers.
Okay. You know. This is good. You know, Everly, this is, you see, you get, do I try and figure out the heaven ending, or do we do the new content? The jumping circle does kind of go hard.
Stanley went around touching every little
touching
thing
everything.
In the office,
I'm touching
but it
everything.
didn't make
I'm
a
touching-
single difference.
touching
Nor
everything.
did it
Rubbing my
advance
hands on
the story
everything.
in any way.
Rubbing all... Ooh, it's a yellow cup. What'd that say? I like work. I just hate my boss. Fire. Fire cup. I'm gonna be real. I think we do the new content. I think we'll figure it out. I think the heaven ending's gonna come to us as it comes. I think as it comes, it's gonna come. And when it comes, we're gonna be ready for it to come. New content.
Oh, new content?
And I can't even go
What does
that
that
way.
mean?
I don't know.
New content.
I don't know. Maybe like content but new? An elevator. Yes, as it comes, it will come. As it comes, it will come. And when it comes, it comes. I'm so ready for the jumping circle. Do you know there's an achievement that it... I think the first game had one of these. There's a legit achievement that
Hello, and thank you for
you have to
playing
not touch the
Stanley
game for
Parable
10 straight
Ultra
years.
Deluxe.
That'd be crazy.
As
If
you
I
may
hit
know,
that
the
one,
Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
yes.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable
Dang,
Ultra
4 years
Deluxe,
ago.
a
I watched
reimagining of the
Markiplier
game
play
for
this 4 years
consoles
ago.
and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley
With
Parable,
more
delighting
content?
audiences the world over.
With more...
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley
Oh my
Parable
God.
Ultra Deluxe.
Ultra
Oh,
Deluxe.
well, this sounds delightful.
Very
I'm very
delightful.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe
I'm
content.
very excited. Where's the jumping circle?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
I think
yet,
this is quite
but
the
I'm
special
sure
elevator.
It's just the beginning
Quite
of a
spacious, actually.
mesmerizing adventure.
I mean, look at this. The floor is made of, like, grass. It's made of, like, drywall. There's brick.
Is it broken? What's
No,
going
no.
on
We just
here?
gotta close our eyes and
Should
get ready.
Should we be moving somewhere?
No, no. Oh, we're going
here
up.
We go. All right, finally.
Up the
at
elevator.
long
Up
last,
the elevator.
It's on to the new content.
I'm so
I've
ready.
never been more ready. Let's do
This
it.
is the most ready I've ever been for anything ever. And I beat the Bio Broly mission on Dokkan Battle.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I think this is a cool
woefully
elevator.
Tedious.
I don't think
It's
tedious.
as
I
if
think the elevator.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
Content.
Give me the content,
Oh.
Stanley.
Well, you have to give me the content. The jump circle.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I'm jumping. I'm jumping. God. See, this is just what. Should I leave one jump? See, I don't know. This is the issue, right? Like, I don't want to. I'm using all my jumps. Whee! 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. I have no more jumps. That was a lot of fun, though.
Is that it?
That was all
Surely
good,
that's
though.
not all
No,
the
there's
new
definitely more.
content.
Oh, another
There has to be
elevator.
Something else, right? Good
Another
God.
elevator's hype.
Another elevator.
Another elevator's
Stanley,
hype.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I think you're just not
It's
seeing the
just
vision, big
elevators
dog.
and jumping.
That's-
is this what passes
well,
for exciting
jumping-
new content?
jumping is
This
a big
new
deal.
content,
Jumping's
and
a big
I could just
deal.
read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
You
Hell,
said
I
it's a
could count to
dictionary.
30 trillion.
Like
You could
Pictionary?
put that
I haven't
on
played
the box.
Pictionary in a long
The
time.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait,
Oh, more content.
there's more.
I know.
Very good.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go
I
down
knew
this
there had
white
to be
hallway.
something else. Let's see it. I'm
It's a
ready for
balloon.
whatever it is.
Okay, this may sound kind of crazy, but like you're gonna understand what I mean. Like, you know how like Stanley Parable in like The Office, I wanna sniff this couch, you know? Like, I don't know how to describe it other than like I wanna be in this office and I just wanna hit like a fat like just like smell it, right? Like those windows, that ceiling, right? The carpet. You feel sick, man child. Earlier, I went downstairs for a light snack and I ended up having 4 cookies, and 2 of the cookies I found ice cream. So I had 2 cookies plain, then the other 2 cookies I just filled with ice cream, and then I made like an ice cream sandwich. And then I ate that, and then I crashed for like about half an hour, and then I was back. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it?
Oh.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see,
Did I
Stanley?
sit in the chair? There's like
This
a
is
cuck
what
chair in the
happens
corner.
when greedy video game developers with no
Big
respect
ol'-
for their fan base
big ol' room with a
rush
cuck
cheap
chair in the corner and a
expansion to
whiteboard.
market for no reason other
Sleep
than
now?
to make an
Man
easy
child, it is fair.
dollar.
It's
And
like
don't get me
1 in the morning
started
for
on
you.
the level of
11,
craftsmanship
12?
that's gone into it. In
I
fact,
hope
I'm
I go to
looking
bed
right now at the
soonish.
game's
Good night, man
achievements,
child.
and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Where does it
What
say that?
quality assurance department signed off on this?
I don't
I'm
know.
infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
You know it's said he
accountable.
called it Twitter.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such
It's,
expectations.
you know,
If
it
you're
is
still
what it
with me,
is.
why don't we just reset the game?
You want to
and
reset
we'll
it?
try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I mean, we can,
No
but
frills, no gimmicks.
I know.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
That'd be nice.
What do you say, friend?
I think that'd be nice. Oh, that'd be nice. He reset the game. Oh, where are we? God, I really wish Twitch wasn't a black screen. I mean, I know how to fix it, but it's pissing me off because then YouTube looks worse. But it doesn't even matter that much. I think it's just because it's. I don't know, dude. I spent $60 on that. No, $60 for a black screen.
Psst. Stanley.
Yeah.
Come over here. In
Yeah.
the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. What is that? Coffee nut. Coffee nut. Oh, I'm falling. Oh, I'm falling.
Okay, you remember how cheap
I feel
and
like I should rename the
unsatisfying new
Twitch
Ultra
to tell
Deluxe
people the
content
problem.
turned out to be. Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah, it used to
So
be great.
I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
And ruin it?
Just our little secret.
Oh my god, it's like a door. It's like a holy door in like a temple ruin. Wow, it's like that one mission in Halo 2. I need to play Halo 2 again.
I call it the memory zone.
A
It's
memory
where I've
zone.
been storing all my favorite memories so
Oh my
I can
God.
relive the peak experiences of my
You
life
had this the whole
whenever
time?
I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh god, when did this come out? 2013. I was 10 years old. Let me actually rename this. Screens black. Um. There we go. Let's save that. There we go. Let's save that. Now, if anyone shows up on Twitch, they'll know that they have to go to YouTube to see the thing in color. Because Twitch is retarded. I shouldn't say that. That's an overreaction.
You see, Stanley,
oh.
doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was?
2013.
With a cheap
what a year.
re-release. Remember
what a
back
year.
in October of 2013?
Oh, is that
when
it?
the game
Wow.
originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity.
They really did. They did have
Back
integrity.
then, it all meant something.
Nat Geo,
The
Cargo,
waste.
Shapes, Time Magazine. Look at that. Look at that Time Magazine. Look at that Time Magazine. Oh my god, who is that? Is that Teddy Roosevelt? No, that's not. That guy, it's the mind control facility. Good times, great times, good times, great times. A trip down memory lane. Ah, the Stanley Parable. Oh, is that the Stanley vinyl? I think that is. I think that is the Stanley vinyl. That's the Stanley Parable vinyl right there. Wow. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. It's impossible to get this achievement. Wow. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Stanley Parable was nominated in 2014. That's the same. This is all the same picture. It's all the same picture. New video game releasing today. Wow. The Stanley Parable. Oh, there's Dead Stanley. I remember that ending. I got that ending. The Los Angeles Times, Stanley Parable deals tough choices. What is this? A beautiful... Can I sit in this chair? No, I can't. It doesn't matter. I didn't want to anyway. Wow.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like
the
this
Stanley
stunning
reviews.
triumph of games journalism. 10 out
Wow.
of 10 from Destructoid.com.
What a good,
James
reputable
Stephanie
website.
Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many
Oh,
games
okay.
that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever
I did hear that.
created.
I heard a lot of
That's
that.
how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley
This game was
Parable
generational.
It was literally every game ever created. It
All
was
of them.
Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now
All of the games.
it's nothing.
Even
It's
Tetris.
no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Don't say that,
It's just
narrator.
a husk now. A lifeless husk.
You know you're
with
more
an
than that.
hour of new elevator content.
Oh, an hour? There's more than an hour. Oh, the basement. Can I go in the basement? Maintenance required. I can't go down there yet. What's that? Oh, that's Portal 2? Oh, the Minecraft room. Oh, because, yeah, that was in the first game. Then they replaced... I remember. The Stanley Parable. There's the Choice Room. There's Stanley, Time Magazine Person of the Year. I think that's the game being scripted in Lua. Wow. Not Lua. What does Valve take? No, is Valve Lua? Valve's Lua. No, Roblox is Lua. Source. That's
Here's
what I'm thinking
another
of.
moving passage, this time
Source.
from GameSpot.com.
Ah.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
Perfect.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
No new content.
It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
But maybe this needed to happen, though. You know? Oh. Do I go this way? Oh,
These were simpler times, Stanley.
much simpler times.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
But we are
Wait.
having it all over again.
Hang on.
What?
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oh, Steam
What
Steam
says what's down
reviews.
here?
Reviews?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a
God.
collection of reviews from Steam,
not
the
good.
online video game distributor.
People there
I
are
haven't
evil.
looked at these in years. I
These
can't
are
even imagine
a lot
what's
of
being
them. That's a lot of
collected down
reviews.
here.
That's a whole lot.
Surely these reviews were glowing as
Whole
well.
shipping
weren't they?
containers filled. Shipping containers filled with reviews. Oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full
Narrator,
completion.
don't
The
read that,
narrator is
don't read that.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
that's-
be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
You're trying to narrate.
I
You're the
suppose I could
narrator.
write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I never imagined. No idea. That's a nice truck, though. What's in here? Can't see all those boxes. I can just click my keyboard. Can't open there. What is that? That's a positive review, but it's all blurry.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
This could be good.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
Ooh.
Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Well,
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
Maybe a
Oh,
little.
goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
see, saying the word
You don't
terse,
know
that
how
is
much
preaching.
fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Wasn't.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Yeah, truly terrible.
Marks on
Really.
my otherwise
I think-
unimpeachable track record.
I think we should move on, though. I don't
feel
think we should keep.
like a failure.
You let no one down.
Like I
You
let
didn't
these
let
people
anyone down.
down.
No, you didn't.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Maybe they're wrong. Oh, look at this one. It's floating. What's this one say?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button.
Oh, wait, that's this ending.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't
Wouldn't hurt anyone.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
Oh, are they rising from the
Only
ground?
positive
No, it's the
reviews
skip
of the
room.
Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been
skip
my motto.
room.
I'd do anything for the
Lance is on
customers.
D2.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, I love the skip room.
And here it is.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're back, you see.
I am back.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes. But it
Wow.
was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue.
How long? Oh,
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling.
see, you
on a
just you
bit,
started
didn't you?
going.
But
You
that's
see, you
the
just kind of
power
started.
The button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's. Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
what's up?
Now,
I'm
I
back.
should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through
It's
is
been what?
becoming longer and longer.
But how much
That
longer?
last one was, well, I want to say maybe
30, 40 minutes.
45 minutes. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12
hours?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my
Okay.
God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone.
door
It's
is
completely
gone?
gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those
Uh-huh.
walls 1,000 times, and there's no door.
There's
Stanley.
no door,
There's
and
no
there's a bot.
door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have. Oh, Stanley.
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, why is only one light
Back.
on? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again.
What happened?
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
It's been a week? That's a long
2
time.
weeks. I've been sitting here all
Uh-huh.
that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been.
I mean,
right?
yeah, but you've
Me
just been talking to me, though.
You saying nothing.
Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you.
Hello.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about
Mm-hmm. Okay.
everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire
Mm-hmm. I guess I
year?
have.
Let me
That's
describe it for
what just
you.
happened.
To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
Yes.
I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
Narrator? Maybe he's sleeping. I think he's sleeping. Oh, it's beeping. Clock fell off. Why is it beep? That's a loud beep. That's a very loud beep. That's a loud, loud, loud beep.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be
Oh,
funny.
hey,
It
it's
was
me, I'm
meant to have a
back.
point.
Yeah.
It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Human
But
condition.
where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't
He's
enough.
just been
They had
dwelling
to
in the
leave a
reviews.
pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up.
That's the
It's the
problem.
inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
Whole
it's
lack.
the unwillingness to examine.
Oh, where's it leaking from? I hear a little bit of a leak.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Yeah, so he's going crazy. Where's that water coming from, though? Oh, it's like leaking down here. So are we underwater, or is it just raining? That's a real question. Surely it's only been a couple hours. I mean, let's be real. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. That all, like, caved. Ugh. Hey, it's sunny now. Look, it's the morning. See, I was only gone for a night. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's a ladder. Was there always a ladder there? Oh, it's like a radioactive... I don't know what that is. Skip! Oh, wow. It's all green and beautiful. Let me skip again so I could see what happens next. Oh, it died. What is that noise? Don't know what that is. Oh. Oh, hey, look, we're free. Wow, look at that. What happened? Where am I? Oh. Oh, it's a desert. A giant, large, vast, infinite desert. Wow. So many places to go, yet so little things to see. I can't skip again, right? No, the button's broken. This is like the end of time. So I say we just walk straight up. I say we just walk straight ahead and see what happens. I mean, surely we'll find something somewhere. Oh. The end is loading.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
What could it
mean?
mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So now we're just back? Okay, well that's one. That's one for heaven. Why did heaven reset though?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Yeah, I did notice your sign.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. So he redid it. He redid everything. Oh. Did I get another jump in the jump circle?
You see, Stanley,
Is the elevator
I've
faster?
been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Okay.
and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark. and
Was a
any new
landmark.
content for it should live up
The
to
Mount
that
Rushmore
legacy.
games.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my god. The Stanley Parable 2?
Yes,
The
you
end is
see,
never the
isn't this
end
far
again.
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor
Yes.
additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Oh
An
my God.
entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in
So
so
many.
many different directions.
We could do so much.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Wow. Don't talk to me before
Calling
I've
it
had
the
my
Stanley
sequel.
Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra
It is,
Deluxe.
and he's
don't
using
you think?
Google
Ultra
Slides.
Deluxe? What does it even mean?
I don't know.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
That is
statement
artistic.
right there.
It gets the
It's
people going.
future-oriented. It screams progress and
Yes.
innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Long term. We can
Now,
get
to be
3, we
clear,
can get
I
4.
haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but
Mm-hmm.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a
Is
handful
that
of
the
interesting
adventure line?
concepts,
No.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game
Mm-hmm. I thought I
development
could get
is
on the
much
bus to
more
new
of a fuzzy
content. No,
magic
that's not how
than
that works.
anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh. The Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go
Wow.
on. Try out some
Merch.
of the new features.
Oh my god. Merch. Stanley Parable merch. What's in here? Could I open this door?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
That's what I want
what
to
do
know.
players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized
buttons.
and validated as
Oh,
people.
those buttons are huge.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Uh-huh.
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Wow.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really
Okay.
simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll
Hi,
love it.
I'm
Okay,
Jim.
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and
don't know who I
simply
am.
become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Okay.
falling in love and being heartbroken.
I'm Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't
sorry.
finished setting up the
I'm sorry.
backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand
right,
the
my fault.
impact
My
of
fault.
this button.
You're right. You're right.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
And you're right, and you're right.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Go for it.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Mhm.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim,
Frisbee.
staying up all night
I'm
for
Jim.
popcorn and
I'm
horror.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button.
I
Why
love that
don't you
button,
go
though.
humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name.
That
the
is my
button
name.
says, but no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No, you're not. I guess we can't have nice things. I guess. God forbid. I mean, I was having fun. I was playing along with you. I pressed it because I was Jim. And I was just so excited to be Jim, but no, God forbid a white boy gets a little motion. It is what it is, I guess. It's whatever.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley
I
Parable 2.
wanted to play.
An epilogue would be
Oh, an
fun,
epilogue.
wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Why? Oh, you're right, the end of the story. We don't know what the story is yet. Infinite hole. I'm all about the infinite hole.
Stanley,
Oh,
here's an
there it
idea
is.
that I'm truly
Oh.
fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Uh-huh.
This is, in fact, a hole.
Oh, what's up, Grace?
that you can fall down
Grace,
for
we're
death.
jumping in the
That's
hole, right? You agree? You
Infinite
understand?
Falling.
We're jumping
you
in the hole.
can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap
I
forward
fell.
for video games as a medium.
Oh.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
This is
One
so
of my
wonderful.
More ingenious concoctions, if I do say
So
Now
ingenious.
then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
Big fart.
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top,
Where
and
is
we
the
can continue onward.
Press G to return to the surface.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas
Oh.
for the sequel. Okay.
I'm back in the
and
hole.
I guess we're back in the hole
I'm
now.
back in the hole.
Did you really need to see it again?
Yes.
I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite
You don't know
hole.
that.
It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever.
And you know that because?
There really are so many other fascinating exhibits.
And
that
we
I've
can get there
prepared
when
for
we
you.
get there.
I really spend quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much
You're
like
acting
to
like
show you some
infinity
more
is
of them.
forever.
How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about...
Oh, it ended.
Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather
Yeah,
embarrassing,
that's not really a
Stanley.
bottomless hole. This
I'll be
is
honest with you.
a hole
I
with a
truly
bottom.
did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole.
I was
long
in the hole
enough
for like
to hit
15
the
seconds.
bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite. But
So you're
come
lying
on.
now. Now you're so.
Who
What else have you
actually
lied about?
wants to fall forever? The
What else
hole
have you
was
lied about?
plenty deep. It was more than deep enough. In
Lying
my
about the
opinion.
hole? No, you're
Maybe
not.
it's you who likes falling
I'm the
too
problem.
much.
I'm
Maybe
me.
you're the
You lied about the
problem.
hole.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we
Okay.
both said some things we didn't mean. Why
I
don't
meant
we
everything I
just put
said.
all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Ooh, Sigs. So, Grace, what you been up to, huh? Did you have a good Christmas? I'm going back in the hole.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
No,
The problem is that you like holes too much.
it's not normal.
A
I think I'm
normal
very
person
normal,
would have said, "Yep,
actually.
that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end
Well,
of
but
time.
I know,
Don't
but
need
I know.
To see it all, but not you. Oh no, 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 no.
Work?
You have
Yeah,
a weird
that sucks.
sort of-
My work ended. Oh, it ended
Oh.
again.
Did the hole seem even shorter?
It
to
did.
you
It
this
did seem
time?
shorter.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite.
Mm-hmm. But it's like a
hole.
shorter
I didn't
hole.
think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing
Mm-hmm.
to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
I'm back in the hole.
If this starts to become
A
a
little
thing,
weird.
wow.
I would just wish it snowed here.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
it snowed like a week before.
I'm
This
starting
hole
to
is also
become
getting
extremely
shorter. This hole is getting
certain that
shorter.
The hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less
I
and
mean, this
less
was
infinite.
very short
I
hole.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely
good
deep,
now? That's
even
good.
by the lax overall standards for
It's
accountability
good that
and
she's good.
marketing.
It's like a
What's
maybe
going on here? Stanley,
like the whole
I
way,
have
like
no
all Christmas
explanation for
Day.
the uncertain nature of the hole's
I feel
length.
like the vibe.
Here, let's try something.
What is
Let's
like the
pop back up
hospital
to the top,
Christmas vibe?
and we'll
I don't
see if
even.
it gets any shorter.
I feel like would a hospital be more depressing or less depressing on Christmas? I feel like you would know. At least she's good. You know what? I don't need to ask questions. We're good.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
No one
who am I to
Yeah,
judge?
especially since they're
You
forced. They've
just
probably been there
do
for like 12
whatever
hours.
It is you're here to do and hit
How
the
is it that
teleport
nurses are
button
allowed to just
when
have
you're
like
ready to
12-hour
move
shifts?
on.
That's so.
Is the
Yeah, it's not working.
teleport button not working?
No, it's not working. Could you put me
You
like a stair?
sure?
Yeah, I can.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing.
No, it's
Well,
not
I
working.
suppose-
I'm stuck in this hole.
There is one thing I can do to fix this.
Oh.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Okay.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
I'd
And
much
now
rather
you'll
have
get
the hole
more
than you.
time with it
I'd much
than you
rather.
could ever have asked for. It's
Much
a
rather.
win for everyone.
This is
You
a
get
win
to
for
be
me.
with
I
the
love my hole.
I get to do literally anything else.
That's great.
Take care, Stanley.
Don't trip yourself
I
on the
hope
way
you
out.
and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
And we will. And we will. You know, I'm gonna be real, right? I'm honestly, you know, the Target thing that's over, that ended. I'm currently unemployed again. Oh, is the hole lower? Something's happening. It's like I forgot how bad it was, you know? I was only employed for like a week, but you really forget how you really forget what it's like to be job hunting and have absolutely no one respond to you ever. You really forget. You forget what that's like. This is also so hype. Wow. No, yeah, I know. Now we're back. And now my dad's friend, that guy, I haven't heard anything from him in like a month, so I'm assuming he changed my perspective. We'll leave this here. What was I gonna say? Well, Grace, did you at least saying, surely you got at least one Christmas gift. My perception? Came too important? That's not cool. But I'm assuming they're paying you more, though. Two fire gifts. W. Changed my reality. Loki in charge. Yeah, that probably sucks. Because you have to also like pretend to like people too. To like more of a degree than before. Oh, hell yeah. Change yourself? Who the hell is that guy? Oh, hell yeah. Who is that? This makes no sense. What's up, Devin? Devin, I'll be real. I didn't rage, but you know, I don't get how Foxy works.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake.
Oh.
It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
Dude, Foxy was pissing me off. Foxy was pissing me off. I don't get, dude. I'm gonna be real. I don't need to be night 6. I don't need to. I don't need to at all.
That I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really
Devin, I was doing that, and Foxy, I was legit going, Foxy! And he just, it was still, dude, he was looking at me like, Foxy, I swear to God, Foxy killed me like twice after I flashed him. I would flash him, and then he would just go, Toodle Pip. Stanley. Also, wait, Jaden, I'm gonna join probably within an hour. Also, guys, guess what? Look at this. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, guys, I bought this. Yeah, guys, I bought this. The Ninjago 15. See, this is them in the peak outfits. This is them in the peak outfits. Fish it is. Guys, this is them in the peak. Like, we could all agree that this is them in the peak outfits, right? Season 2. The Season 2 outfits were the peak outfits. I wish the helmets and the shoulder colors were right, because he should be silver, he should be silver, he should be silver. But aside from that, I mean, the peak outfits. Mm-hmm. This is the best $44 I've ever spent my entire life. I mean, this is the best $44 I've ever spent my entire. I don't know. Guys, I really, like, Foxy was not working. Foxy was not working. It is cool AF. It's very cool AF. You know what's actually crazy? Oh, we're back here. Did I tell you guys that, look, I had a good Christmas. I'm very happy for what I got, right? I got, you know, this thing of popcorn. this SNL book for some reason. I ate all the chocolate, then I got my 2 coolers, right? But you know what's crazy? I'm being so for real. If my car didn't like completely break and it didn't cost like $2,000 to repair, and listen, my parents paid for it, and I have no issues with that. I'm perfectly, thank you, no problems there, right? I really, if my car didn't break down, I'm like 90% sure I could have got the Death Star for Christmas. Or just another Star Wars use. I really, because my mom was telling me back in like November, she was like, yeah, if you got the Death Star for Christmas, that'd be pretty cool, right? And I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. But then my car, I don't care. I don't care, because I had a great Christmas. But there's like a chance, if my car didn't break, that the Death Star would be like right there. And that's kind of, is that an, I mean, the car's an L. Death Star, because I was robbed, because we all know I was famously robbed. In my childhood, I was robbed of the OG Millennium Falcon and the OG Death Star, because in my mom's words, I was too young, but then even she regretted it later. Even she was like, oh, damn. I think I almost got Cloud City, the OG UCS Millennium Falcon, and the original Death Star. And all 3 I didn't get because I was too young, and then my mom regretted not buying. I mean, the Death Star is gonna. It doesn't matter. We all had good Christmases. I had a great Christmas.
Here
I'm
we
okay.
are. Go on.
New
Try out
features.
Some of the new features.
The button that says Jim. The button that says the name of the player that is in the game. Wow. Wow. Oh no, it is gone. I thought it would reset because that makes sense. I did ruin the button. A boy could dream though, right? I mean, J button. I did have a good New Year's. What happened on New Year's? Well, okay. Define like what is good, right? Because I made my cookies on New Year's, right? The issue was I made the worst batch of cookies I've ever made ever. And that kind of made me have like a cookie. I had like, not like a cookie depression, but like, you know, I had like a whole like reevaluation on the state of cookies. And then I made more I made a new recipe, and those cookies I made after New Year's were the best cookies I've ever made ever. Like the cheesecake I made was great. The cheesecake came out perfectly, but the cookies were so bad that I started like
Okay, I'll
doubting
be honest,
myself.
I haven't yet decided on this one.
Mhm.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of
Balloons.
decoration.
Like the celebration
balloons.
edition.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th
You know,
birthday.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted.
My
all
cookies
along.
were so bad.
Get Well Someday it is.
That's not what what? I didn't want that one. No, they were I don't even know what happened. They like burned and they were rock
Well,
solid.
actually, maybe I should have gone with...
What, the 12th birthday
No,
party?
I've made my decision. We're moving
Oh,
on.
we're going back.
Come now. You've already made your choice.
Oh,
It's
nope.
true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
I chose this one. I chose this one. Like 4 dozen. Were they big or small though? And here's the other thing. I made smaller cookies too. No, I did. They were so, like, they were burnt. They were rock hard, and they just tasted. I think it's because I used extra large eggs, and the brown sugar was
A common
bad.
complaint of the Stanley
But
Parable
still, it doesn't
was
matter.
that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Paradoxical.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who
reassurance
played it.
bucket.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution.
Yeah, I
to
kind of
this
only do chocolate
fundamental
chip.
problem with the game.
It's not that I'm
It's
scared
the
to
Stanley
venture out of it. I'm
Parable
just scared to venture out of it.
Reassurance bucket. You see, Stanley.
Yeah, the
anytime
brown sugar
you're
was turning
holding
white
the
and it was
bucket,
grainy.
A sense of calm and ease will fill
I think
your
it was just the
mind
brown
and your
sugar.
heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel
I love the
perfectly
reassurance
normal and
bucket.
perhaps even comforting.
I love the
You may
reassurance
even
bucket.
come to long for the gentle embrace of
I love
jarring
cognitive dissonance. I love
while
cognitive
the
dissonance.
bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me
Big yawn.
than
Big
actually
yawn. Massive
redesigning
yawn.
the game
Huge
to be
yawn.
less uncomfortable.
Oh, my balls.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how that happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I made peanut butter cookies one time. I bought peanuts. You know what's actually fire? The brown sugar. This is back to my chocolate chip cookies. I love this bucket.
Can you feel it?
I feel so
The glow
reassured.
of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
It's just-
must
it's
already be
so-
sweeping through your
It is.
body.
It's
And in
sweeping.
fact,
I'm being
can I say
swept.
that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Stop it.
I think that just
I don't know. I
has
like
made you
crossed
the
my
slightest
legs, and
bit
then you
more
know when you feel like
attractive
the
as a
pop, and
person.
then there's I don't know. I think
The
I
benefits
just
of the bucket seem to go
I don't know
on
what
and on,
happened.
don't
Something moved in a
All
way
this
that it
and
shouldn't have
more
moved. I think because I
will be
crossed my
true
legs,
in the
and I don't know why
Stanley
I did, but I
Parable
did.
too.
So here we are with my legs are still crossed. What was the thing? Oh yeah, so like I said, I made my cookies with bad brown sugar, but it's actually funny because the day I went to the store like 2 days after New Year's and I bought a bunch of ingredients and I made more cookies. I went to the store and I bought new brown sugar, and apparently we just had another thing of brown sugar that wasn't bad. So I guess for some reason the one on top, because I pulled after I made my cookies, I went to put it where we keep the other brown sugar. No, like I pulled the thing out. I like pulled out because we have it in like this like bucket. It's in like this like basket in like the cabinet, and I pulled the basket out, and then I just saw there was a whole other thing of brown sugar that was like almost entirely filled, and it wasn't expired. So now I have basically 2 full things of brown sugar, and my cookies probably didn't need to be terrible. But it's okay, you know, we'll get through it. The hole's gone. We really can't go back. I want to go back in the hole.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable
No, but
bucket
they
in a
should,
video game?
because this bucket's
There
very
really
enjoyable.
should be an award if it isn't
Should be an award.
already.
1,000,000%. I mean, the bucket's half the character. New plus E is the achievement. I want achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken
More.
test?
I actually do
achievement
need
that
to,
got left
because
in
the
game on
recipe,
accident?
the new
Well,
one,
I'm
it's like
developing
half the
technology
size
to
as my
simply
old one.
give you the
So I
achievement.
gotta double
Yes.
everything up.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel, to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I have my bucket. It's okay. I have my bucket. But yeah, I gotta like double up the recipe because it was like half the size. I only made like half as many. I only made 11. I usually make
What
20
else?
something.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Wait. Don't put my...
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable
Can I get
2
more
as
jumps?
well.
Can I get more jump?
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw
Yeah,
the
of course
jump
I did.
circle?
Yeah, of course I did.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I couldn't even give me a free jump, just one extra jump. Couldn't even give me just one extra okay. Let's go to the collectibles, I guess. Mostly infinite hole. It's, well. Dude, Foxy, so, okay, so Devin, so you're sure, like,
Now
how much
it's a
do
real
I was
video
flashing
game.
Foxy
In
like
the
crazy,
Stanley
and he
Parable
wasn't,
2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Really?
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
That's good.
I
That's
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect
Are
all
these
of them, and
the
then you move
Stanleys?
the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow. Collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything.
I think I'm also
in a
gonna make
video game,
brownies.
and then they give you a big fancy reward for it.
I guess.
Absolutely tragic.
I mean, I saw everything, I guess. I did. All of it, I suppose. I did all of it. And now there's no more for me to do.
All right. Have you
Really
seen
wanted to
everything you
jump.
wanted to?
Yep.
Ready to move on now?
I am ready to move on. Is that Stanley? It's gotta be Stanley. I still think this game is related to Half-Life in some way. It's definitely fanfic, but...
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I mean, they were pretty
Yes,
good. I
know
just wish
it's
there
not
was more
exactly
jumping.
clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I'd like it to cohere.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Jumps. Let me down there. Let me down there. Let me down there. No.
Well,
I want to go down there.
There's potential here.
Let me down there.
It's sort of. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
No, it's good. Let me down there.
Okay, yes. This is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Version 2. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. That's good right
Who am I
there.
kidding, Stanley?
Oh.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
I think the jump circle's
and I
pretty
do very
great.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Oh, there's 2 holes.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the
What if you just
first
get rid
game.
of Stanley?
I wanted fans to love it. No matter how
David
good
Parable.
these gags are, they wouldn't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Yes.
Wait, maybe that's it.
It's just...
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well,
change it.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
That's good.
Would it possibly work?
I think it would work
suppose it
wonderfully.
could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Big
A
character.
title screen that says with bold and
I need to fix my sleep schedule.
uncompromising
I need to go to bed
conviction,
tonight before
This is the Stanley Parable
12.
2.
I don't know what
Yes, if I
happened.
can
I've
whip
been like
something
hooked
up.
since New Year's, and I'm like recovering slowly, but not
Perfect.
fast enough.
Go ahead. Take a look.
The Stanley Parable 2. Oh, crank that all the way up. Oh, crank that baby all the way up. Begin the game. With my new FOV.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building
And the
where
balloons
he was
are there.
employee number 427.
Lock in. I'm so locked. My
Employee
FOV's
number
cranked.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
Good
although
life, though.
others
Is
might
he
have
right in there?
considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
Holy
was
babe.
happy.
The Stanley Parable 2 goes hard. I wish he chose my balloons, though.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley
Something
Parable 2.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Uh-huh.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not
a
one
single order.
single order
Not
had arrived
one.
on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Get well
instructions,
someday.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Is my FOV actually wider?
All of his
I can't tell.
gone. What could it mean?
Okay, now like
Stanley
I don't.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is the bucket?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay, well that's Heaven Part 2. Okay, and all the Heaven things, they are like... No, yeah, this is its own thing, wow. I'm assuming I have to beat this one time at least.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I want to see the break room.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
The
him,
bucket's guiding
telling
me.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh, look at it in here.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Goddamn
was
right
this
it was.
better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it
Did I
truly
pour the
was.
coffee in the bucket?
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Wow. I love the bucket.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh,
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
okay.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead
I've
to
already
the
been down
opposite
there.
door.
It's down here. Never mind. This is the right way to go. We got to get the true ending on the Stanley
Still
Parable
no
too.
one was here. Stanley needed the
Do
bucket's warmth and
unbelievably
comfort
amazing
now
work all
more
the
than
time,
ever.
every day, with no
Perhaps his
expectation of
boss's
promotion or
office
they
was
spelled
where he
expectation
found
wrong.
answers.
No, they didn't. Did they? Maybe. I'm gonna pretend they spelled that word wrong.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Oh, I could feel
The
it.
broom closet. It wants the bucket.
It's my bucket.
You can feel that, can't
It's
you?
my bucket.
The aura of jealousy.
No.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
The bucket's mine.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
No, it's
That's
a broom
what the
closet,
broom
not a bucket
is
closet.
trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
It's not for
Good for
cleaning.
you, Stanley.
That's
Don't
beneath
give
the
in.
bucket.
Don't hand over the bucket.
I
I
won't.
know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
I'm gonna stay
This
strong.
is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it
It's
has
a
to
dirty
resort to
broom
this
closet.
stream of petty insults
Trashy, I never
simply
even
in
liked
order
this
to
broom
get
closet.
you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet
I don't like
for
it
a
either.
variety of reasons. But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply
What?
that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and
That's
convenient?
not
That
true.
your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate
am I
object
meaningless?
which
I
happened to
have the
lay in your
bucket. I
path
have the
in
bucket.
an even partially enticing manner?
I have the
Well,
bucket.
I'd
What do we
never.
mean meaningless?
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
You're a
Really
stupid
tell
closet.
the broom
Dumb
closet
stupid
off for
closet.
its demeaning
Look at
comments.
you. Oh, you have one.
Expand on
It's
the
a broom
wide
closet.
variety of
Yeah, it's just a
experiences you and the
broom
bucket have
closet,
shared
and there's only
together.
one
Go
broom.
through
I see
each
one
of them
broom.
point
I
by
see.
point.
There's one of those mop
Share your
things there.
journal entries detailing the rich emotional
There's a
landscape of
wrench.
your
Why is there a
feelings
wrench
for
in the broom
bucket,
closet?
as
Not
they
even
have
finished
changed and
walls. The walls are
evolved over the
unfinished and
years.
unpainted. Right?
Let
What
him
even
have
is
it.
some of this tube? Imagine having a tube on the floor. Cardboard box. This disgrace. Cardboard box under the copper wire. Also, there's copper wire
Okay,
and two
I've got
wrenches.
you something which I think
Oh.
will help settle this debate once and for all.
A second
Here we
bucket?
go. There. Now it's settled.
This is my
No
bucket.
more debate.
This bucket
no more
belongs to me.
discussion. Take a hike, broom closet,
Yeah.
with all your meandering philosophical diatribes
Yeah,
about the
screw
nature
you.
of cleaning supplies.
I can't
and
believe
the
I can't believe I
relationship
like
to
this
broom
place.
closets in the
I
natural
can't believe
order
there's a
of
point in time
things.
where I felt comfort in this closet. Dumb, stupid closet. I'm gonna shut you. Let's go,
All right,
narrator.
I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
You see? I feel that it
To
coming
show
to
them it's a bucket.
staircase,
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Probably should let him spoke. What was I gonna say? I had something to say.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the
Yeah.
intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You
Yeah.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
I know you tried.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Wow. What the hell was I gonna say? I don't remember. I don't really remember at all what I was gonna. There was something in my brain. Something
Stepping into his manager's office,
Something was in
Stanley
here.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
No one.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
The bucket's so
Even
soothing.
now, in his darkest of
My
hours,
bucket, too.
did the
It's my
bucket's
bucket.
warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket
I love
would,
my bucket.
and he knew it.
I knew it.
The two of them were inseparable.
I'm never gonna let this little
At
guy
this
go.
point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
I don't need a keypad.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Wait. Bucket, did you just say something, Bucket? Bucket, did you...
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
The bucket told me.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket
Was
knew
the
everything.
bucket guiding him?
The bucket was guiding me.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket's taking me to freedom.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
We do like the Sandlerines. There was something in my brain that I was gonna say, and it's just fully gone. I can't even...
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself
I
together,
don't know.
if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him,
All I need is this
reassuring that
bucket.
in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
The bucket's
The
whispering
bucket is
in my
here
ear.
for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
The bucket whispers to me. Also, Devin, you still hear it? Devin, hypothetically, assuming I were to replay FNAF World, how
Stanley
would
and
I
the
get
bucket
Super
walked
Saiyan
straight
3
ahead
Freddy?
through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
But I think the bucket wants me to go this way. Devin, do you know how to get the tickets in FNAF World whatever the hell? Because I do kind of want Super Saiyan 3 Freddy Fazbear. And the copy lane mechanism. FNAF what? FNAF World Revitalized. They added like a bunch of skins.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket...
No,
were
I
both
played
met
the
a
first
violent
FNAF World, but I
death.
saw refreshes out now. And I saw Super Saiyan 3 Freddy
The
Fazbear.
door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
But the bucket...
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into
The
a
bucket's
very
gonna save my
painful
life.
death for each of them.
The bucket's gonna save me. The bucket's gonna save us. Let's go, bucket. The bucket's gonna save me. Real circus. I just saw that Super Saiyan 3 Freddy had so much aura, and the copy lane mechanism is kind of sick.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched
Nope.
closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Meaningless.
To be sure,
What
it
do
puts
you
the
know of
mind and the
meaningless?
soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease?
No, no,
when
I
you're
saw like an
about to
entire
crush to
thing.
Death? This is what Stanley thought. to
Some of the
himself,
skins are
and he
actually
sort of
fire.
kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket.
No, I believe in the
everywhere.
bucket.
Farewell, Stanley.
And the bucket's gonna save me. The bucket's gonna stop the... The bucket saved me.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently
No, the
to
bucket
death.
saved me. But the bucket saved my life.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Really, the bucket. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But throughout use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here with you out into the real world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? What does the bucket have to teach me? The final teachings of the bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
I failed the bucket? Oh. Look it up. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. I'm no bucket doctor, but that's a lot more than 25. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot more than 25 buckets. Wow. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I take a screenshot of that. It's like 6 or 7. Now that's a more accurate number. A bucket with 2 handles? This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death for just attempting it. Wow. It's a double bucket. The Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket. An analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Stress is equal to the level of water in the bucket. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies, holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. The stress bucket, presented without commentary. So life is like a bucket. If you think about it, all of our lives, we are the buckets. We're empty, and as we live our lives, our buckets get filled, right? Sometimes with good things, but sometimes with bad things, and at the end of the day, you have to empty your bucket every now and then, right? If you stay here and let your bucket just overflow, the bucket's gonna get heavy, and the bucket's gonna start spilling. Jenrick here, say something. Jenrick, you're like my bucket. Wow. Look at that. I think we should move on to the next bucket room. And I want everyone to know that cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear a grasp of the bucket may be, there is more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Bucket.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Close the game.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
I did it for the bucket. I did it for the bucket. Ah, wow.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Are there more computers
What
to
could it
press?
mean?
Because I'm
Stanley
trying to get the
decided
heaven
go to the
ending,
meeting
and
room.
I don't really know what
Perhaps
that
he had
is.
simply missed a memo.
Meeting today. Oh, the bucket's back.
Stanley lifted the bucket into
Well,
his
this is
arms,
my bucket.
and a
It's-
wave of comfort rushed over
This is
him.
my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Let's
to
go to
his
the
chest
left.
and entered the door on his left.
I could take the bucket to space. I could take the bucket to...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but
I never
Stanley
take the
had
bucket.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the
Like,
bucket
am I...
turned
I
out
just...
to be
I want
correct?
to... I
Was
want to
this better
smell
than the
this room.
meeting
I
room?
want to be in
Yes,
this room.
Stanley thought to himself. Yes,
And
perhaps
just,
it
like-
truly was. How insightful
just,
the
like,
bucket
sniff.
turned out to be.
Like, I swear, like, office buildings have, like, a smell to them. It's like
Truly,
a nice
being
smell.
here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
It really was.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right.
Oh, yeah.
Then walking to the lounge.
Been a lot-
Then arriving at the lounge.
That
What a
was my
thrilling
favorite part.
journey the bucket had inspired.
Such a lovely journey. I just like staring at the bucket and the sticker. The stickers make
Perhaps
me feel
this
good.
was where the bucket felt most truly at home.
In the
Here
office.
in the employee lounge.
Maybe this is where
Perhaps
the
it's the
bucket
only
began.
place a bucket can even
Could be
feel
where the
at
bucket
home.
belongs. Look at the wooden handle. What do we think that handle's made out of? Mahogany? Oak? Could be made out
Stanley
of birch.
decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
When the bucket tells me to leave, I'm going to leave. And now's not the time. I think we're going to be on our way now. Come on, bucket.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first
Would you
open
guess her?
door on their left
night,
to
Grace.
get back to business.
Do we watch? I don't know. Do we watch something tonight?
No.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies
Stanley?
Figlies
What
are kind
name
of
better
fire.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
I guess I
Let me
feel like
sit on
Stan
it.
Loreen's,
I'm
though.
sure it will come to me.
It's got to be Stan Loreen's. I get nothing for going back in this room, right? Oh, I guess I have to. Where am I? No, this is supposed to be here. Bucket.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
They're not talking about my
No
bucket.
matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
Because the bucket's not meant to be placed down.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
Do whatever you need to.
I can monetize
Don't
it.
you dare.
Yes.
Don't monetize the bucket.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for
The
even
bucket
just
does not
an
deserve
hour
that. The bucket
with
does
the
not deserve
bucket.
that. The bucket deserves better, and you know it does.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Are they trying to steal my bucket? You know, with that being said, Devin, I think we call it for today. It's 9:33 though. No, Devin, let's be real, Devin. We gotta go. We gotta go till 10. We gotta go till 10. We can't just. I think that we do. What do we do? Where is it? I'm looking for something. Hold. Okay, so what's going to happen is that we are going to. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go, Devin? Where is it, Devin? Where is it, Devin? Why is it not here? Where is it? Where did it go? It's not here. Did I put it here? Wait, who made it? What do we... No. I found it. Hmm? Horrifying real events behind these memes. You can't see the name. It's right here. Ooh. Move my mouse. What's that say? Oh, that's half of a human brain. In January of 2000, a worker at a sewage treatment plant in Bethlehem, PA, discovered half of a human brain inside a catch basin. Authorities determined that it had not been there long and had not. I can't read. No DNA match has been found. They just found like a loose brain.
Oh, that's real nice meme comes from an episode of the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants, where Martin, a side character in the show, looks into a toilet bowl only to
Such a
find
good
a
episode,
realistic-looking SpongeBob floating inside. The moment itself tied into the
You know, I don't want to pause that much, but you know what? Like when all like those SpongeBob elitists are like, when all those SpongeBob elitists are like, only the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob were good. Like, yeah, maybe if you're old, but I'm gonna be real. I feel like SpongeBob up until 2013. Any SpongeBob up until 2013 was peak, and if you say otherwise, you're just outing yourself for being old. Some of those episodes, like the Atlantis special, was fire. Like every single episode from like launch, like whenever SpongeBob dropped to like 2013, they were all peak. It was when SpongeBob got fired. When they had that little like story arc where SpongeBob got fired and had to find other jobs, that's when the show went downhill. Up until that point, though, SpongeBob was fired the whole way through. And I will die on that hill.
overall plot of that episode. But the meme that came out of it was meant to contrast someone doing an ordinary task like going to the toilet or clocking in at work with an unusual or disturbing discovery. And while most of the posts mentioned completely fictional events, a few instances of the meme format referenced real events that actually happened.
I mean, I did too, but
This
you know.
particular incident took place at the Bethlehem wastewater treatment plant on
Yeah, I don't
January
watch
7,
SpongeBob anymore. That
2000.
doesn't really matter.
A worker named Scott Batchman had clocked into his night shift at around 11 p.m. when he noticed a pink, fleshy object while cleaning out a catch basin. He took it out and rinsed it off to get a clearer look.
What even is a catch basin?
However,
Oh, that's
nothing
far.
could have prepared him for what that object turned out to be. Scott was holding one half of a human brain in his hand. It was a bit difficult to identify, but Scott's past work experience at a coroner's office allowed him to confirm that it was real and not a prop. He immediately
What?
half of a human brain in his hand. It was a bit difficult to identify, but Scott's past work experience at a coroner's office allowed him to confirm that it was real and
I don't know what a catch basin is. I'm assuming this has to do with like poop. How do you go from working at a coroner's office to like being like a poop chute cleaner? I mean, I guess that's not okay. I don't. So this guy has previous life experience to just be able to identify a brain, and yet he's clean. I guess you know lives. Did they say what? I don't have a job. Who am I talking? I don't know what I'm saying right now.
not a prop. He immediately contacted the authorities and handed it over to them. This discovery happened on a Friday night, so a proper analysis didn't happen until Monday. However, according to initial reports, the brain looked like it was fresh and had not been in the sewer system for very long. The situation
Could be a
became
side job.
worse when it was sent over to a DNA lab for testing,
I mean,
which
I
confirmed
guess.
that it belonged to a person. Unfortunately, authorities
his
had no
passion.
matching DNA on record, making it impossible to determine whose brain it was. The treatment plant also received waste from 13 different municipalities, so they couldn't link it to a
yeah.
nearby missing person report either. The question now was,
Yes, if they get it from 13, isn't municipalities just like, isn't that not just a town or a set of towns? I mean, realistically speaking, how many people are going that, like, how long does a brain last? I highly doubt that they couldn't just be like, okay, there's 13 things we got to look into. This is probably within the past like week or so. Who's, I guess, missing? They could have, no, that doesn't, no. Because they could have kept them hidden. They could have like kidnapped, never mind. Why is this not working?
how did a piece of human brain end up in the sewer system in the first place? One possible explanation the authorities considered was that it came from a medical cadaver, suggesting that a medical student might have flushed it down the drain either on purpose or somehow by accident. However, the lack of any major decomposition pointed to a much darker possibility.
It's fresh.
The brain likely came from the victim of a homicide, with the killer attempting to destroy evidence by dismembering the body and flushing the pieces down the toilet one by one. And unfortunately, it seems their plan worked as intended. The investigators were never able to link the discovery to any reported crimes, leaving the case an unsolved mystery to this day.
I feel like... Never mind. Mexico and June.
The traumatized Mr. Incredible meme depicts a normal-looking Mr. Incredible next to a haunting, uncanny version of him. The template uses a before and after format to highlight how hidden context changes a person's perspective, where people who don't know see a surface-level image or phrase and remain blissfully ignorant, represented by a smiling Mr. Incredible. In contrast, people who know understand the dark, tragic...
You know, I've still never seen Funky Town. I don't know. Isn't the most like popular one of these like the Mr. Incredible? Like it's the no. I've never seen the Funky Town video. The one where the cartel like degloves that guy's head. I've never seen it. Somehow gone my entire life without seeing it. I've been like close to looking it up, but every single time I've tried, the website just hasn't worked, and that's happened like 3 times. So I don't think God wants me to see that video. But I've never seen Funky Town.
Or disturbing reality behind the subject, represented by his hollow-eyed,
You beat 420.
traumatized
Good for you,
face.
Lobo. Good for you.
Specific version
I
of the
rage
meme
quit on
refers to
Foxy.
a silent tragedy that occurred in many parts of Mexico in the late 1980s, and the cause for it originated over 7,000 miles, or more than 11,000 kilometers away in Ukraine. On April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear plant suffered the worst nuclear disaster in history. During a botched safety
What does
test,
Chernobyl
a
do in
massive
Mexico?
power surge caused Reactor 4 to explode, releasing a plume of radioactive fallout that drifted across Europe. The immediate blast killed 2 workers, while dozens more lost their lives to acute radiation sickness shortly after trying to contain the fallout. However, by the time they were able to enclose the malfunctioning reactor, it had already spread massive clouds of toxic, radioactive particles across Europe and Asia. Mexico, in theory, should have been far enough from the disaster site to stay unaffected. In reality, government corruption and greed turned it into a problem that ordinary Mexicans were forced to live with in their day-to-day lives. You see, radioactive particles from the Chernobyl meltdown contaminated crops and livestock across Europe and Asia, making a significant portion of their food unsafe for consumption. Ireland was among the more heavily affected countries, with thousands of tons of milk in the region becoming radioactive. The Irish government tried to get rid of this contaminated milk by selling it to poorer countries. And after getting rejected by Brazil, they reached an agreement with the Mexican government to sell 40,000 tons of radioactive powdered milk at discounted prices. The toxic milk reached Mexico in June 1987 and was then distributed across the country.
How radioactive could it be, though?
It made its way into
radioactive could it be,
where consumers had no idea they were drinking what was essentially poison.
That's a Mexican man right there.
The truth finally came out when Navy Vice Admiral Manuel Rodriguez Gordillo commissioned a nuclear physicist to test the milk. And as it turned out, the milk the Mexican government bought from Ireland exceeded 10 times the permitted limits of radioactivity. The government initially tried to suppress the news by accusing the whistleblower of defamation, stripping them of their position, and putting them in prison. But the backlash got bad enough that the government was forced to issue a complete recall by January 1988.
God forbid a Mexican gets mutated. God forbid a Mexican becomes a mutant and gets like X-Men powers.
Suffering from cancer
well, okay, maybe not.
Many endured life-altering deformities, while countless others lost their lives because of it.
No one got X-ray vision. They just got cancer. I don't
risk of developing cancer later in
believe
life.
that. I think they cut it early.
To me, it seems like January always starts the same way.
This an ad?
New resolutions, new projects, and a packed
This is an ad, I
schedule
think.
right out the gate. It
This is
can
an
feel like
ad.
this any time of the year, but usually especially so at the start. And if you're anything like me, it seems
This
to
is an
always be
ad.
my health that's the
Stalking
first
Xavier?
thing
Yeah, because that's, yeah. He doesn't have cancer. He's a psychic. Oh, wait, what? What'd that say? My face when I'm urban exploring in China and I find an abandoned area, it reeks of rotting flesh and I almost consider turning back, but I persist. I turn a corner and look down and I'm greeted by the sight of dozens of fossilized... Okay. W China.
The deeply unsettling Mr. Incredible meme illustrates a person's reaction to discovering something truly
Okay, this is just imagine being one of those children, right? I'm assuming he's going to explain the situation, but I could just imagine probably some like mass serial killer. Imagine like you were murdered by some Chinese serial killer, and then you and the rest of his victims were all just like thrown into a giant puddle, right? And then fast forward a couple months, maybe a couple years, news of what happened to you broke out, and people are like, "Oh my God, this crazy, horrifying sight was found in China." And then someone just like makes like a shit post about it with Mr. Incredible staring at the camera like this. And it's like talking about like you being like a fossilized child, and like this is the face, and someone posted that on Reddit for like karma. Just
horrifying. The template is often paired with a caption highlighting disturbing events or shocking facts,
Okay.
and this particular use of it is no different. It summarizes
I'm gonna be
the
real. If I
horrific
die in a
sight
horrific
Chinese
way, I want to be karma
explorer named
farmed.
The beanbag adventures uncovered in February
If I die in a
2022.
gruesome way, I want to be karma
Content
farmed.
on Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok, revolved around him exploring abandoned buildings and showcasing any interesting finds. However, one of these adventures spiraled into a nightmare his viewers could have never imagined. The video started with him entering an abandoned hospital or lab of some kind.
Okay.
It was extremely run down and appeared to have been vacant for over a decade, if not more. Broken furniture, torn clothes, and glass jars were everywhere. But what really caught Beanbag's attention weren't these items. He was more drawn to the overpowering smell that was filling the whole building.
It's an abandoned
Curious,
hospital.
he decided to find its source. He
Still
followed the
water. It's not working. Still water.
where the smell grew stronger and eventually reached a strange, dilapidated room.
Oh,
with
he
a
has a
pool in the
mask on.
middle
He's
of it.
okay.
He looked inside the pool and before showing it to his viewers, claimed that it was filled with movie props. The pool was filled with what looked like the remains of dozens of children floating in a mysterious liquid. He spent barely a minute inside
Mysterious
this room before the
liquid.
smell
That's a
became
poor choice
too
of words, I
unbearable,
think.
And he had to run out gagging for air. The horrifying sight left most of his viewers in shock, with many also trying to figure out if any of it was real. But for now, many accepted his movie prop explanation and didn't question it further, especially
stinky
since
props.
the alternative was far too gruesome for most to even contemplate. A lot of the remains also showed few signs of decomposition, making it easier to buy into the prop theory. However, the possibility of these remains being real became impossible to ignore when Beanbag returned to the same location 10 months later. This time, he decided to explore the rest of the building before going back to the pool room. Unfortunately, the other locations proved to be just as
I
disturbing.
don't like that.
I can't show most of this on YouTube, but he discovered rooms full of extremely realistic human skeletons, children's toys and masks, and a few glass jars with what looked like human
Did he call the
fetuses stored
police?
inside them. Things somehow got even worse when he returned to the pool room and found things that weren't there before, like glass jars and children's clothes on the ground, and most unsettling, a blue tarp partially covering the pool. This showed that someone else had been in that room in the last 10 months. But that wasn't even the worst part. The most disturbing part of Beanbag's second visit came when he pointed his camera at the pool. It not only contained more remains than before, but many of the previous ones were also noticeably more decomposed than last time, disproving his movie prop claim. Though, given what people now know about the situation, it seemed he called them movie props just so he could feign ignorance in case he ever got into trouble. It also helped in keeping the videos from getting removed from the platform. Put simply, Beanbag...
What do the police do in this situation? Like, I know this is China, and like, you know, I don't know how China works, but like, okay, you call the police and you're like, I'm assuming he does, or like the government or whatever, and you're like, hey, yeah, I found a room filled with still water and like copious amounts of like decomposing children bodies. Like, what happens? Like, what do they they like? I'm assuming they question you and they're like, what is this? Why were you here, right? But like, did they remove the bodies? Did they examine the bodies, right? I mean, I guess they could probably find out the people, probably. I mean, if they examine the bodies, but like,
And now most of his audience suspected that this room was a part of an illegal organ harvesting operation known as a corpse factory. You see, China has one of the lowest organ donor rates in the world due to cultural reasons. Yet, despite this limitation, the process of actually getting an organ for a transplant is relatively easy as long as you have the money.
I guess it depends on the
Because
time.
most of these organs are said to come from China's massive black market, where merchants illegally abduct victims to meet the demand. Some reports also claim that the Chinese government is somehow involved in this operation as
Yeah,
well,
it's
with it
China. You
allegedly
call them,
harvesting
they're gonna
from
kill you.
minority prisoners that aren't even on death row. Even if the government wasn't involved, Beanbag was putting a target on himself by possibly exposing such a large-scale criminal operation. So, acting clueless was his best bet. But even then, his safety wasn't guaranteed. Fans were worried about his well-being. This concern became even more substantial when Beanbag's Douyin account got terminated out of nowhere shortly after posting the second video. Viewers believed that whoever Beanbag exposed was trying to silence him before the story could spread further. Though, just as they were about to lose hope, Beanbag returned to the
he's
internet
back.
with new videos.
Did he move out of
However,
China?
the 2 videos of him exploring the hospital were now
They're
deleted
gone.
from his account.
The
Beanbag
government
also
came out.
kept
It's the
posting
government.
more videos
The
exploring
government.
other abandoned buildings and never even brought up the hospital again.
This is a government
If
sting
someone was trying
operation.
to silence him, wouldn't it be easier to make him disappear, or at the very least keep him off the internet forever? So, what's going on here? Well, the internet has come up with many theories trying to solve this very question, but nearly all of them contain contradictions or details that don't align with the known facts. The most popular of these theories is that the room was used to
They
discard
bought him.
victims after harvesting their organs. But here's the thing, if someone was actually running a massive criminal operation, wouldn't it be much safer for them to hide the evidence in mass graves or use industrial incinerators to
I
cremate
mean,
the
Toby,
remains?
who's going in an
Especially
abandoned
if the
hospital
Chinese
other than
government was
Beanbag?
involved, as many suspect. As for his account getting temporarily banned, that could be explained by Douyin simply taking it down due to the excessive gore his
Skull.
videos showed, which
Lola, this is horrifying real events behind these memes by Chilling Scares. This is, I mean, I usually watch most of these. I haven't in like about a couple. This guy's a crazy cranium. Now, speaking of China, guys, my one figure from China. I talked about how I bought that one figure off Zhanyu and I had to use Superbuy. I had to pay for the shipping. I mean, I guess that makes sense because they shipped it to a warehouse in China. And they wouldn't just ship it to America for free, but I paid for shipping. It still overall was cheaper than if I were to buy it on another website, if I could even find it. But I think this is my one and only Zhanyu purchase on Superbuy. Maybe, unless there's something really specific that like it would be cheaper this way. I don't know. The shipping was $30 though. Still hella sus. What, Zhanyu? No. Listen, Devin, Devin, I know how to use AliExpress. Devin, it's just you gotta look. You gotta look. Because AliExpress, I bought an official figure. This is all gonna, if I post this is gonna get cut out. I bought this Goku right here. This is an official SH Figure Arts, right? An official Figure Arts. I missed the pre-order. I got it on AliExpress for like 70. You just have to know these things. Okay, we can unpause now. Oop.
is also why he was allowed to return after deleting those videos. Alternatively, some also believe that this room was the trophy room of sorts for a serial killer.
Probably.
But the sheer number of victims makes that highly unlikely, even if it was a group of multiple killers. Then there's also the possibility that Beanbag faked the whole thing to go viral, or that it was an art project of sorts. And while he wouldn't be the first one to try something like this, the remains in the pool were way too real to be fabrications. Beanbag would also have to spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to commission such
true.
a large quantity of props for both videos.
It'd be hyper realistic.
All without getting any real return on his investment. So the remains were most likely real.
He also went missing for like
there's
months.
no way for us to determine how they got there. Beanbag stopped uploading in April 2024 and hasn't returned to the internet since.
They killed him. He
also
died.
Never
He's
shared
dead.
the location
He's
of the
dead.
building.
They
so
murdered
no one
him.
else can investigate it either.
He's
And
in that
as far
pool
as
right
I was
now.
able to find, the authorities never looked into this
Because they killed
this
him.
whole
He's
thing
dead.
Unsolved.
He died.
Possibly forever.
He found it. They killed him. It's the government. China did this. All you did was take a pill. Your boss gave it to you for UTI. So the months you only die. What will happen to your son?
This meme recounts the tragic life of Ricard Siagan, a 48-year-old tattoo artist from Philadelphia
before
who
the
lost
liberals took
everything he
over.
had in a single year. Ricard had two passions in life, his only son and art. He created music, did photography, and eventually settled into a career as a tattoo artist. He also shared videos of his tattoo work on YouTube quite often, likely just to document his own progress. Every second he wasn't working, he spent with his son. He had a seemingly perfect life, and was still striving to do better for the only person in his life. Unfortunately, this perfect life was ripped away from Ricard in 2015. This was the year he moved to
I
Philadelphia
was
and
12
started
years old.
working there as a tattoo artist. However, months into his new employment, he contracted a urinary tract infection, or UTI for short. The pain was so
Men
severe
can get
that it made it
UTIs.
impossible for
I guess
him to
that makes
work.
sense.
But
Isn't
since
that just
his
a bladder
insurance didn't
infection?
cover UTIs, he couldn't afford to go to a doctor.
Wait, I thought UTIs were specifically like a woman thing. Wait, what? Can men get UTIs? 20% of males will experience a UTI at some point in their lives. Oh. Symptoms of UTIs include pain or burning with urination. Well, UTIs are really deadly. Okay, that's
With
kind of
no other
crazy. I didn't
option,
know that.
Ricard spoke to his boss about his illness,
Or not
hoping
deadly,
for
but they
help,
can get
or
like
at least
they
some
can get out of
guidance.
hand fast.
And as it turned out, his boss had also gone through a UTI recently. His boss still had some of the antibiotics his doctor prescribed, which he happily handed over to Ricard. Ricard was a bit skeptical at first, but a single dose dramatically reduced his pain. So he kept taking the antibiotics and was soon well enough to return to work. But before he could celebrate his recovery, Ricard noticed another major health concern. He was experiencing insomnia, making it difficult for him to sleep each night. Unfortunately, that was only the beginning. The insomnia was getting worse with each passing day. 4 months in, and it became severe enough to prevent him from sleeping altogether. None of the treatments he tried worked, and he was rapidly running out of options. So, in January 2016, he uploaded a video asking for the internet's help, titled, Che Fatal Insomnia Neurotoxin Induce.
Wait, do I know this guy?
Neuroscience Hospital Support or Stem Cell Hope, where he went over all the disturbing details of his condition.
My brain also looking forward to sleep, but
I don't like watching
the
this.
activity of the brain
Don't like this.
never calmed down.
Don't like this at all.
It's been 4 months since my brain is active.
Been awake for 4 months.
Sleep. It never want to go down. And when my body asks my brain that I need to rest and sleep, there's no connection, but there is a feedback. There is a really painful feedback, physical feedback, and neuron feedback.
I'm not a doctor. We know this, but here's my if you're like awake, if you're awake, insomnia keeps you awake for 4 months. Am I crazy, or at a certain point is it not become like the healthier option for someone to like choke? Like if okay, you have insomnia, you get choked out, what happens? Like your brain, like you would be unconscious. Like is there a thing where like medically they could do like a controlled like in a controlled environment they could like knock you unconscious every now and then to get you like some rest? Because I feel like obviously that's not healthy, but I feel like at a certain point if you're awake for months at a time, like being induced into a state of unconsciousness as opposed to sleeping, this is not medical well, I'm not a doctor, of course, but at the same time I feel like, you know, if you take a mystery pill and it makes you awake for 4 months, I feel like at that point we're open to a lot of treatments that are unethical, right? I don't know. I feel like I think someone should have just whacked this guy over the head with a bat and given him at least like an hour, like maybe 10 minutes, right? Because what if he just needed his like circadian rhythm to be like reset, right? Just one good like bonk. This man probably died, and I'm talking about that kills people, and this isn't.
Ricard explained his condition as fatal familial insomnia, a devastating neurological disorder that essentially locks the brain in a state of permanent wakefulness. It's caused by a genetic mutation that targets the thalamus, the section of the brain responsible for transitioning the mind from consciousness into sleep. What made the already terrible situation even more tragic was that he was also separated from his son. He had to return to Indonesia due to his mother's hospitalization, but the insomnia now left him bedridden, unable to fly back to his son in Philadelphia. Ricard still wanted to do everything in his power to survive for his son, but the constant unbearable pain was also sapping away his will to live.
You know, I need life. You know, I have my sons in Philadelphia now. I left him. You know, I have no choice. You know, because I don't want to leave him. I need life. I need to survive.
I don't like this. I don't like this video.
I don't want to lose me. I don't want to lose him. And
From there, Ricard kept posting updates on his condition and even shows what happens anytime he tried to sleep. But here's the thing, Ricard wasn't suffering from fatal familial insomnia because that disease is genetic. It's not something someone can just contract out of nowhere, and no one in his family had this prior to him. Instead, Ricard's neurological issues were the side effects of ciprofloxacin, the antibiotic Ricard took from his boss for his UTI.
That lasts 4
Ciprofloxacin
months?
falls under a type of drug known as fluoroquinolones, and they are incredibly dangerous. Taking them without proper precaution can cause total neurological degradation. Unfortunately, even after knowing what it was, Ricard couldn't do anything, and his condition was getting worse with each passing day. He was starting to get delirious and began posting rants that made little sense.
I'll be real though, if it took this guy 4 months to get delirious, he had like a strong brain. Like 4 months. Okay, I'm assuming there's no, if he was awake for 4 months and like 4 months in he started getting crazy, that's honestly kind of impressive a little bit. If I'm assuming that I don't have the timeline right. But if he hadn't slept in 4 months and it took him 4 months to start going on about rants about like God and like the fabric of the universe, that's kind of impressive a little bit, I think. Personally, that's just me though.
Conspiracy theory has never been a theory. It's a practice. So the world that created by the system.
Without sleep, the cells in his body were also starting to die, leaving him even more immobilized than before.
Yeah, you can see it on his
He received
face.
some hope from a doctor in Beijing who offered a cutting-edge procedure that had previously worked for one patient. However, the procedure's cost was beyond what Ricard could afford. And while he did set up a fundraiser, the
I wanted to know
didn't
where he was
reach the
taking that.
required amount. And after struggling with his condition for over a year, Ricard sadly passed away on the 6th of December.
He went a year without sleeping? And he went 4 months being coherent? That's honestly crazy. That's honestly kind of insane.
December 2016.
Respect to
in
this guy.
Indonesia.
That's messed up. Okay. It's war behind this one. And I guarantee this is going to be like a murder. Like, imagine you're murdered and someone posts a before and after. This face has done so much damage to, like, victims of domestic abuse and murder. And, like, they're doing it for Reddit karma or Twitter likes, and that's crazy, I think.
Mr. Incredible in this instance is a reference to the death of Isaiah Fitzgerald,
mind.
an 18-year-old teen from Missouri who lost everything due to an internet argument. The incident happened on April 25th, 2023, when a guy named Tanner Watkins uploaded a new profile picture on Facebook with his girlfriend, to which Isaiah reacted with a laughing reaction. The two were friends on Facebook, but it's unclear how close they were. Regardless of their connection, Tanner did not take kindly to Isaiah's reaction and called him out in the post's comments. Their discussion quickly divulged into an argument and ended with the two agreeing to meet each other in person to settle things.
Over a laughing face emoji? He posted that could have just been like a funny, like, oh, nice picture, dude. Ha ha ha. Tanner Watkins got, dude. I'm gonna be real. You know, this is like a not. This is probably a controversial opinion, but I miss when people just like called each other slurs. You know, like hear me out. Just because, like, look at this. This guy did like. This guy, he posted one emoji. This dude got pressed. I'm assuming now they're gonna meet each other. I miss back when just like, you know, this guy, like, you know, like, okay, yeah, sure. He dropped the emoji. Tanner just hits him with the N-word, and then he hits him with something back, and then they go back and forth for like 5 or 6 messages, and then they're just done. Like, I don't know, dude. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, right? Like, this is crazy. Like, this could have just been this entire, or they could have just been like, oh, what's funny? And he could have been like nothing. Or he could have just not cared because of an emoji. I don't know. I just miss back when people, like, that's what the internet's for. Like, you're not supposed to actually fight. You're supposed to say things back and forth that you wouldn't say to someone in real life, and then you move on with your day. And then that, like, it doesn't mean anything, right? They're Facebook friends. They're having, well, clearly not, Devin, because look at this. Because look at, maybe this was just a weird time. I don't know. I just think Tanner probably, he shouldn't have called him the N-word. He should have been like, what's funny? Never mind.
The vast majority of internet arguments usually end here, with both sides moving on with their lives. However, both Tanner and Isaiah were serious about this
Over an
confrontation.
emoji.
After agreeing on the spot and time, they met up at the Rotary Park in Sykeston, and unfortunately neither side was open to a discussion. As soon as they got close to each other,
Don't tell me
both
they just
opened
started
fire
shooting.
from their cars. Isaiah was fatally shot seconds after the shootout started and passed away before help could arrive.
Over
The
an
18-year-old
emoji
girl
on a
Isaiah brought
picture?
with him also received life-threatening injuries.
Over an
Fortunately, she managed to
emoji on
pull
a
through
picture.
after multiple surgeries. As for Tanner, he somehow managed to avoid conviction.
There he is.
For the death of Isaiah, though he
He's
was
6'1", Tanner
eventually
6'1".
sentenced to 7 years
Ooh,
in
neck
prison
tattoo.
for an unrelated
Ooh.
shooting in 2025.
Interesting choice. Say that again. What is this? What a lovely day on September 30th, 1982, Winfield, Illinois. I have used this bottle of Tylenol to relieve post-birth discomfort. This bottle oddly smells like almonds. That is very weird. I'm assuming this woman had a baby and is going to die because of a bottle of Tylenol, and someone put a state like this is a Stacy meme. Are we? Wait, is this the guy that would put cyanide in medicine? No,
This
that's not
meme is
this.
about a deadly attack that happened in Chicago in
Wait, Tylenol.
1982.
Wait, no, I know this. Wait, I know this. That's why there's things on the bottles.
September 29, a 12-year-old girl named Mary Kellerman took a capsule of extra-strength Tylenol to soothe a sore throat. But instead of feeling relief, she collapsed and passed away shortly
This is why I
after.
don't take medicine.
That
I'll
same
raw dog
day,
whatever,
a
dude.
27-year-old postal worker named Adam Janis also took Tylenol for his headache. Seconds later, he suffered what appeared to be a heart attack and tragically passed away.
That's a
While
crazy
his family
chin.
gathered to mourn his death, his brother Stanley and sister-in-law Teresa each took Tylenol from the same bottle Adam had used. Within hours, those two were dead as well. By the time the connection was made, 3 more people, including 27-year-old Mary Reiner, 31-year-old Mary McFarland, and 35-year-old Paula Prince had also lost their lives. Testing
Now
revealed
this I
that
heard
the
about.
Tylenol capsules they had consumed
This
were
was
laced with
crazy.
potassium cyanide, one of the deadliest poisons in the world. And since the victims were spread across different suburbs, investigators quickly realized this wasn't a manufacturing error. Someone had gone into local grocery stores and pharmacies, pulled bottles off the shelves, laced the
And
capsules
replaced
with
them.
poison, and put them back to be purchased by unsuspecting strangers.
And there were no cameras
Investigators
back
had
then
no
either.
way of knowing how many other poison bottles were still on the shelf. So, in an unprecedented move, the makers of Tylenol, Johnson & Johnson, stepped forward. They issued a nationwide recall of approximately 31 million bottles, a value of over $100 million at the time. Authorities also urged the public not to take any Tylenol product, and for good reason. In the early 1980s, over-the-counter medicine was sold in simple bottles with easy-to-open caps.
no covers.
There were no plastic neck seals, no foil liners, and no tamper-evidence stickers. The realization that a complete stranger could turn a common household item into a weapon of mass murder changed this mindset overnight. In response to the tragedy, the FDA introduced stringent new regulations. Within 6 months, Tylenol returned to shelves in the first ever triple seal packaging. This included a glued outer box, a plastic wrap around the cap.
So the boxes were just open. What do you mean a glued outer box? Wait, so you mean to tell me that like the old boxes you could just like they weren't? What were they just opened or were they like already folded in? What do you mean a glued box? What do you mean glued? What do you mean the box? What do you mean? Were the things just out? Were those just? Wait, so were they even in boxes? They used to just be folded. Yo, it's actually so crazy how like especially like so much stuff in the past was just like trust based. Like, yeah, I trust that no one's gonna put cyanide in my medicine. Oops, okay, guess no more. Oh yeah, I trust that no one's gonna hijack a plane and crash into the Twin Towers. Up 9/11. Like I miss how like people used to have respect for each other. And then just some guy would always just come in and ruin it. And then it would just progressively get worse. And now we live in a time where you have to wear shoes inside of a restaurant.
And a foil seal over the mouth of the
What's up with
bottle.
that?
However, even
What's
this
up
was
with that?
not a perfect solution. In the months and years following the attack, police stations across the US were flooded with hundreds of copycat reports. And while many of these were hoaxes, some turned out to be legit. Like in 1986, when 23-year-old Diane Ellsroth died after taking a Tylenol capsule laced with cyanide in New York. That same year, another medication named Excedrin was targeted in Washington state, leading to 2 more deaths. These attacks forced the pharma industry to evolve this packaging further and make poisoning more difficult. However, while the attack led to an overall positive change, the original 7 victims never received the justice they deserved. Despite a massive investigation, a $100,000 reward for information, and several suspects, no one was ever charged with the actual murders. One of the
This is probably crazy, but do you know how, like, like you'd go to like your grandparents' house and they would just sometimes like have medicine from like 50 years ago that sometimes was still, what do you think the odds are that there is some person, right, who somehow they bought like one of the poison Tylenols like back when this was happening and they just kind of left it and they never opened it, and now that person's in like their 70s or 80s, they live in the same house and like they just have that bottle of Tylenol, or like they had it and then they died, and then like with their family member was, they were like cleaning out the house and then they saw it sealed and they were like, oh, Tylenol from the 70s, yoink, and like they don't know that they threw out cyanide laced Tylenol. I guarantee at least one of those bottles made it into like the 2000s, because there's just some old person that had it and then they never just opened it, and it's just been laying. My grandma, I remember she had cookie dough from 2004, just a box of mix. She was a hoarder though.
suspects named James Lewis actually contacted Johnson & Johnson,
He looks like a
claiming he would
murderer.
stop the killings if they sent him $1 million in ransom. But investigation revealed that he had nothing to do with the actual attack.
Dude,
He
my
was just
grandma's
trying
house
to
is
take
still crazy.
advantage of an already
There's like
tragic
stuff in her
situation.
walls.
The most popular theory is that this
No, this has nothing to do with, like, she died like 2 years ago. We're still like, we haven't sold her house yet, dude. We're still cleaning out her house. In her attic, like behind the walls, like where like the insulation is, there's just stuff just crammed. Like, you think you've seen a lot of stuff until you see like an unholy amount of stuff, and then you're like, Jesus Christ, dude. And then you're like, wow, there's so much garbage in that
attack was carried out by one of Johnson & Johnson's competitors to ruin their reputation, which makes a lot of sense considering Tylenol's market share dropped from 35% to 8% following the incident. That said, it could still have been the work of a deranged
But they made
serial
them
killer
better in the
intent on
80s.
claiming as many lives as possible. Unfortunately, investigators found no solid clues like fingerprints or CCTV footage that could help us confirm or deny these theories.
Wow. That was a good video. I don't know. If I die and then someone makes like a soy jack meme of my dead body, I'd be moderately upset though. Like a little bit upset. Um no, I think we, guys, is this where we call it? Is this where we call it? Lola, I'm happy that you be 420. Okay, I don't, am I going to beat Night 6 on FNAF 2? Probably. I mean, I don't know. Foxy, dude, like, I swear to God, I'm flashing Foxy and he's still just jumping at me. There were like 3 times where I would flash Foxy, put up my cam, and then he jump scare me. And it's like, I'm on night 6. I'm on night 6. I'm not doing night 7. I don't care. But like, I don't know. I think the game plan is I'm gonna beat night 6. Maybe we'll take like a couple days off, like a couple days, a week off, then we'll do FNAF 3. And that, Devin, I'm on night 6. I'm on night 6. It's just like like, dude, it's Foxy. It's Foxy and it's Balloon. It's Foxy, it's Balloon Boy. I'm gonna be real. Toy Bonnie, everything I said about Toy Bonnie, I take all that back. It's Withered Bonnie and Withered Chica. The op list. It's Foxy, Withered Bonnie, Toy Chica, or Withered Chica. It's those 3 specific, and Balloon Boy. And Balloon Boy. But Balloon Boy, he's a given. Dude, it's like I'm trying so hard, and then what's happening? I'm music box, music box, music box. Foxy's there. Okay, music box up. Withered Bonnie's here. Okay, I guess Flash Foxy. Foxy's gone now. Okay, Withered Chica. Okay, Foxy's back. I guess Foxy's here for like a. But Devin, it's not even. It's not even that. It's like there'll be times like Foxy will go away. He'll instantly come back, and then he'll instantly just kill me. And it's like you're not even. I don't get a second to breathe. Every time the lights blacked out. But you can't flash him because the light's out. But you can, I don't know, dude. And then I'm also fat fingering the mask. Look, I'll figure it out, I guess. I'll figure it out. I don't know. Are these guys still in the thing? Yeah, Goon 1 and Goon 2 are in a thing. I'm gonna go see what they're doing, so I guess. Good night, everybody. Good night, everyone. You know, tonight was a good night. Got a lot done. But you know. All good things must come to an end. Devin, Lola, good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, what do we do tomorrow? I'm assuming... No, tomorrow I'm going to play D2 because I want to get at least one duty bound. Unless I get that done tonight. But I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. FNAF World... I dropped my minifigure. I think FNAF World I'll play... If I play FNAF World again, it'll be after I beat the mainline games because I already played FNAF World. It's not like we're going to get halfway through in. But Super Saiyan 3 Freddy Fazbear is kind of hype. I don't know. What outro song do we go out to? Fetty Wap's back. You know what we're going out to. Okay. Good night, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. Guys, Fetty Wap's a free man, so I'm expecting we're gonna hear some peak soon. I don't know. Good night.
Trap, all a nigga know is get it. I ain't chasing no pussy, girl. I'm talking about the digits. Big bank rolls in my pockets, all 50s. Touch a little check, then I showed you I could triple it.